The following podcast is meant for mature audiences. Listener discretion advised.
I am tired of seeing Angel Hernandez's fucking name everywhere. This guy has been blowing shit for years.
PHG, Purple Heart Gaming Podcast.
Why is there dust all over the keyboard? It's only been 3 freaking weeks. What the hell? Well, so much for selling the podcast, Elon Musk.
Chris, can you help me? My back went out again.
Is it hurting from the chair you're sitting in?
Yeah, where's the Tylenol?
Did you sit on the floor?
Yeah, it usually kind of fixes it.
Tony Danza from Who's the Boss says.
Ayo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Purple Heart Gaming Podcast. My name is Giants. We have Chris, and we took a much shorter little break, had a couple things happen, but we are here and we are not queer. So, first things first, at the time of recording this, I edited the podcast and just uploaded it last night. So,
it's live.
Yep, 428. The reason that it took so long for me to edit the podcast is because I had really bad fucking back pain where I just couldn't sit in the chair for more than 20-30 minutes at most, and I'm just like, I ain't fucking doing this, you know. I think it was you or Shane said it might have been sciatic nerve or something like that.
That's what we think. Yeah, I mean, you could go find that nursing student again and see if she can figure it out.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, see what bar I can find her at.
Yeah, I mean, so I will tell you that I think we didn't put this in our notes and talked about it, but I thought about it just a minute ago. You know, we had Shane last week, and he was talking about his finger. It was on the men's, and just to give our listeners a little more update, I think he's headed for another surgery, it sounds like, from the last conversation I had with him.
Yeah, I heard about it too. They thought it was good, and now apparently it's not good. And
so our thoughts, prayers, good vibes, wherever the hell you're into, go out to him. Hopefully this is the last, because that dude's been through way too much misery with his damn finger.
Yeah, all because of a fucking ligament tear, man. That shit sucks.
Crazy. It's crazy how it started. It was just so simple, and it evolved into such a huge deal.
Yeah, and it sucks. I mean, his fingers all over the place, and then, of course, my back's been hurting lately, and you've been locked in Kevin Spacey's basement, so nobody's been able to work. Yeah, I'm glad, but nobody's been able to work on the podcast, so.
Yeah, it's just been kind of a crazy 3 weeks. You know, I'm getting ready to travel.
Yeah.
We gotta, I mean, I'm traveling tomorrow. We got about, 2-3 weeks before you and I travel? Is that correct?
Just under a month, yeah.
And then I'm traveling again the week after our escapade.
Yeah.
And I think you and I kind of a deal to speed up the episode here. You and I plan to do a live in progress going down the road podcast on that trip.
Yeah, if we can figure out the logistics for it, I would love to do that. Very
much going to happen.
Yeah, PHG live from Louisiana.
So I guess we'll start off with the fact that you got the job.
Basically, yeah. The only thing I have left is the psych eval and the physical. But other than that, those are your
head and cough and your nuts fall off. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of physical. So all I have to do is I think they're both state required, right? The psych eval and the physical.
Right.
Yeah,
that's correct.
So I just got to do both of those. Shouldn't be anything that causes issue with either of those. I'm not crazy enough to not get the job. I'm just crazy enough to be funny, you know. But I'm down to.
You can talk about your back hurting. You know, when you do your physical, you know, you can just tell them I think it's hurting because, well, I have to carry so many people in my family because I'm so funny.
I know, right? I got to carry your ass too when we do the podcast, but that's a whole nother story. But
asshole.
I know. What would you do without me? But yeah, no, I have the job. I'll be starting the academy in June, and it just shows you what 5 years, a ton of effort, and a bunch of bullshit will get you. You get there eventually.
Yeah, and we've been saying it all along. You know, I told you my experience. It was rocky. You know, not as bad as yours, but you know, it was rocky.
Yeah.
I probably applied to 200 agencies, and like I said, the difference in, you know, the recruitment now versus when I started is night and day.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
There's a lot of places hiring, especially out here. Like Florida, the problem with Florida, because I tried a lot in Florida. The problem with Florida is they're looking for guys that have a couple years experience that they don't have to send through the academy. That's
Yeah,
what
and
most Florida agencies want. Texas wants
and
the other way
now
around.
yeah, I mean DeSantis, he was trying to get law enforcement from out of state to come there. I mean
Yeah.
that the recruitment mindset that they have is dumb.
Well, a lot of people want to come to Florida, and that's why right now it's working, but there's only so many people.
Well, the cost of living out there is nuts.
Yeah, a house out here that is about $250,000 with some land would probably be at least $500,000 out in Florida.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
saying
crazy.
something.
They're living out there. There is very little, if any, middle class. You're either rich or you're poor.
Jeez.
That's just how Florida is.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say, not to get too much into detail, but you and your wife, you guys make enough money to take care of each other and whatnot. But doing that in Florida, y'all would be like fucking scratching.
Struggling.
Yeah, decently
Yeah,
struggling.
I have friends that live in Tennessee, and they moved here from Texas, and number one, they're definitely not happy with that move. I can definitely tell you that the more I talk to them, the more they regret it.
Yeah.
But they bought a house with land, definitely more land, but not a whole lot of different. They were paying, I think, like $1,300 a month for their mortgage here in Texas. They moved there, and it is $2,400, and the house is not even near the quality of their house was here.
Yeah, their house was nice here.
Yeah, super nice. And the one they get there, I mean, it's nice, but I wouldn't have bought it. I'll just be frankly honest. But D.R. Horton, and sorry, it's what it is.
Yeah, shit. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
But
it's frankly honest. It's a cookie cutter house, as we like to call it in the business. So
when are you in the business?
Market, man.
When are you in the business?
What do you mean?
As we say in the business, it's a cookie cutter.
As they say in the business. They say in the business.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, no. Yeah. That was half the reason why I came out here anyway, was just because the cost of living here is so much better. I mean, I'm making less money here than I was in Florida, but I'm living, I think.
Are you really?
Yeah, not by much.
Nope.
Not by much, but I was,
wow.
I was making 17 almost working for Amazon.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
And then at that point when we first came here and everything, it was with an income and a half living in Florida, because she only worked part-time.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So we lived
crazy differences.
Yeah. So unfortunately, though, the prices here are going up too, but hopefully with time that'll start to regulate itself again. But
it's just not as bad. I'll tell you that.
No, it's not.
Even
with rents going up, you can still find a decent place for $1,100 a month, which is still high, but it's a lot.
It is, because considering that was probably $600-700 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, compared to Florida, where we were paying $1,600 to $1,800 a month just on the rent.
Right. So, moving onward, this weather, dude.
I know.
What the heck?
I know, it's so eventful. We have to talk about it again.
We had a freaking tornado outbreak yesterday, east of us, towards where my hometown is. They in and around where my parents still live. They had 4 or 5 different freaking cells drop. 2 confirmed on the ground.
Yeah.
Luckily, no damage, no injuries.
There was 6 tornadoes on Friday between our county and the county to the north of us.
Correct, there was. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, there was the tornado in Lincoln, Nebraska. There was a major outbreak just in the Great Plains. It's been nuts. And I know it's that time of year where tornadoes pop up and hail and shit storms and things like that. But it just doesn't change. It's crazy.
Yeah, and for you, this is, I know we've had some bad weather since you've lived here, but you actually talked and said, the sirens are going off.
Yeah, I was getting lunch for my job, because sometimes they'll get us lunch and one of us has to just go get it. I was going to get lunch and I heard the tornado sirens going off. I'm like, shit. I don't hear those often. I think I probably maybe heard them, I would say, less than 10 times since I moved here.
In my life, we didn't have them growing up. We should have probably, but it wasn't until I was adult. I think in high school they set them off a couple times. I've heard them one other time when I lived previously where we lived. And then now we have been in our house like a week, and we had an outbreak of one. That was probably the closest one I've seen in my entire life, as far as that I remember. My parents tell a story about when I was probably about 2 or 3, we actually had one touch down in the field directly next to our house.
Wow.
A little close for comfort. So
yeah,
it's been crazy. I seen a video. I don't know I'm not sure if it was relevant to time or somebody just resurfaced the video, but a tornado hitting a train
That's an
with a crew on board.
That's interesting to think about.
Yeah, I mean, you think about how big a train is and a tornado wiping it out. And we still got more bad weather this week. I mean, it's humid as crud right now, 81 degrees. I just read that basically Wednesday through Saturday, nothing but storms.
Oh,
So
great, even better. Let me see what. Let's say if I look at my radar, or not my radar, my app, we have chance of thunderstorms between today and Sunday.
I'm saying,
That's nuts, man. I mean,
tell me about it.
feel
And
like
yesterday when we had flooding. I mean, like literally, like that's one of the. I've been in some flooding here. We talked about it in the episode where I got drenched with the shark attack. But yesterday the fact that we closed down one of the major city streets.
Yeah.
Actually, two of the major city streets, and then we had a street that I've never seen flood. I mean, like it would have took my Charger right off the road. And me and one of the firemen actually cleared one of the roadways to try to get the water to flow over a bridge. And no more than we cleared it within 15 minutes, it was back blocked.
I believe it. I mean,
So-
it's just crazy how fucky the weather is right now, man. I mean,
Yeah, and
shit.
we got 5 inches of rain within less than 2 hours yesterday.
I've known if 5 inches can get a lot of people wet. Living in Florida and seeing the rain all the time, and it's one thing.
Yeah,
but
because you guys got rain every day. It was nothing for you guys.
yeah, during the summer, it's rainy season because the hurricanes and whatnot too. But hurricanes, you get plenty of time, plenty of warning.
Oh, right. You didn't know if you got plenty of warning. With a tornado, you don't never know. Lawn chairs, get the video camera, come out on the lawn of the trailer. You're gonna get something good.
Get a different
It's
meaning.
crazy.
There's different
It
meaning
definitely
when
does.
somebody says blowjob, that's for sure.
That's great. So, moving forward, the Arizona Coyotes are moving to Utah.
Utah, Slate's finally getting himself a hockey team.
Oh, Lord. Can you imagine a Mormon hockey fan? What the heck? I'm here to watch hockey. I brought my 16 wives and 85 children.
Not every Mormon sounds like Slate.
I don't know. I know that. I got friends that are Mormons, but I have to, give freaking crap to Slate because he's going to watch this.
Oh, of course. It's just funny to think about. It's time for some Utah Mormon hockey.
Maybe Slate can get an off-duty job as the announcer for I guess they're going to be called what? The Utah Coyotes now?
I have no idea what they're going to be called. They haven't announced it. I don't think they'd be called the Coyotes. Do you see Coyotes in Utah?
I'm sure they have them. They have mountains.
Yeah, true. I think it would be a different. I don't know. Let's try and think of some names, some good names for this new NHL team.
Let's see. I mean, gosh, I can't even. I was thinking because of the mountain ranges, you got. I mean, the Rockies go through there, but there's already
That's
a
baseball.
Rockies team. That's
Like-
baseball.
Baseball's the Colorado Rockies. Yeah.
I mean, Salt Lake. I don't know. I don't know a good name.
The Salt Lake City Shitbirds.
I was going to say the Salt Lake Church of Jesus Christ.
Hold on.
Did they release any info? That's to say.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Hold on. I've seen some funny fans of Utah chime in on favorite names.
So for all intents and purposes, what I see, they're still going to keep the Coyotes name, Salt Lake Coyote.
Let's see. The Utah Blizzards. The Utah Yetis. Here we go. Reddit should have something funny. We'll see what happens with that, but I'm sure Slate will hopefully be able to take his new date there to a hockey game.
I mean, that's going to be an interesting deal for. I mean, I guess something to do with the Utah Jazz is a little part of this. What I just read. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about that.
Yeah, the same ownership that has the Jazz is going to have whatever this other team in Utah is going to be for hockey. So they're going to be playing in the same stadium too, which I think is pretty cool.
I mean, so talking about Slate, we brought him up since. What's the news on him and this, little lady that he's been seeing?
So
I guess came on right along with him not long back.
She did. From what I have heard, they are not official yet. I'm not going to get into
What the
details. I said, not going to get into details. That's their thing, not ours, whether we agree or disagree. But they've been seeing each other a hot minute now. I think Slate said that he's ready to be, he considers himself at this point off the dating market. So,
Clap, clap, clap.
So, Officer Eeyore is finally getting some honey. So I was talking to Slate this morning actually, and it was really funny because we were talking about the situation and whatnot, and he's like, "Yeah, she kind of already met you." I'm like, "What are you talking about? She already met me." Apparently Slate was looking for something in his photos, and he opened that photo of me in my underwear laying in bed from
Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints.
Eh,
That poor girl's gonna need therapy now.
he said it was for my bachelor party, which it was. That wasn't the original. So the original reason I took that photo, to give some context, it's 2018. I'm over 400 pounds. It's a picture of me laying in my underwear. And the point of me taking that photo was when I went and lost all the weight, I was going to send that out as Christmas cards to be an asshole, just to certain people. Well, I don't remember the context or whatever of how I showed you. I'm probably you, maybe Shane, one of you two.
Yeah, well,
how y'all got your hands on that picture, I don't know.
I know how we got it.
How did you get that picture?
Your mother.
No, that picture was not my mother. The one of the...
Oh, no. You put it in freaking, I think one night when we were playing Jackbox or something, you put it in a group deal and we saved it.
I put it in the group chat for a Jackbox?
Yeah, there was something to do with that. Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
That's more believable.
Yeah. No, your mom supplied us with the other ammo. That's right.
Yeah, my mother supplied y'all with 7th grade Halloween when I dressed up as a girl.
Yeah, there was a couple other photos she did too, and we roasted the living tar out of it, and I can't wait to do it again.
We're a long time away from y'all getting photos like that to get me with bachelor party.
Oh, trust me. It'll happen eventually.
It's all right. We'll do it to you when you get to your 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I'm not Larry King, asshole.
I don't know. You're at your 3rd right now, so after this, you need to lose a limb for every fucking marriage you have beyond your current life.
Shut the hell up. I'm already losing my hair, thank you. That's enough.
Yeah, I can brush my teeth in your bald spot.
I got words. I just can't use them.
I mean, you can. I'll see what I'm editing and not editing in.
I'll go piss up a rope.
There you go. That's pretty good.
No, that would have been good too. So, talking about sport, I understand you've got some rather interesting thoughts on this whole MLB umpire, Angel Hernandez.
Oh, don't get me started on all umpires, but I'm about to go rant on a motherfucker. Angel Hernandez.
Giants rant.
Angel Hernandez, you sorry sack of fucking shit. Okay? Listen here. Why this fucking scumbag piece of shit motherfucker has a job is beyond me. He is the worst fucking umpire in baseball right now, if not of all time. And if it wasn't for this stupid fucking umpires union, his ass would have been gone with CB Buckner and all these other motherfuckers that can't do their goddamn jobs right, and it pisses me the fuck off, okay? I am tired of seeing Angel Hernandez's fucking name everywhere. This guy has been blowing shit for years. There's a reason why players, managers, and everyone alike fucking hates this asshole. Okay? He literally last year, in the 2023 season, he was injured for most of the year. I don't typically wish injuries on anybody, but if it keeps out of Major League Baseball, fine, you fucking prick. But anyway, this asshole literally went, and I think he came back in August, okay? So for those that don't know, the regular season of baseball ends typically around late September. Anyway,
Right.
Whatever it was, he umpired 10 games behind the plate, or was it 10 games total? Either way, 10 games. And he was still the worst umpire in the league when it came to his metrics and his stats. 10 games! You fucking prick! Not to mention how MLB tried to either get rid of your ass or they won't let you do playoff games because you suck so bad that you decided to sue them for racial discrimination, to the point where MLB had to publicly, because of the fucking court system and whatnot, they had to publicly shit on you and how awful you are. I am sick and tired of everybody on both teams getting ejected, tossed, whatever, because you decided to call something that was so awful. I remember in particular, I think this was 2018, I don't remember the exact year, the Yankees and the Red Sox were playing in the postseason. And we're not going to talk about how the Yankees got shit canned. That's a whole nother story. But I think it was game 2, game 3, whatever. Angel Hernandez was one of the umpires in that series. And this motherfucker's not even behind the plate. He's at first base for this, okay? He blew 3 or 4 easy fucking calls. He called him out, he was safe. He called him safe, he was out. Like, these are standard fucking calls that you should be making at your job. And now, because of the shit-ass umpires union, and because of shit-ass umpires like Angel Hernandez, they're trying to push the issue to fucking robo-umps, when you have real umpires that are starting to really go through the system and are actually doing their fucking jobs. And it's crazy, man. I'm sick and tired of it. Dude, Angel Hernandez fucking few weeks ago, I think it was, there's a page on Twitter called Umpire Auditor. And in the history of them auditing umpires, Angel Hernandez made the furthest outside call in the history of the umpire auditor, calling a pitch that was 6.5 inches off the strike zone a strike. Do you know how big 6.5 inches is? I don't either. I don't have it in my pants, okay? But in all seriousness, why? Why are these motherfuckers not getting held accountable for these awful fucking calls? Angel Hernandez should have been fucking out of the league years ago. He's been doing this shit for almost 30 years. 30! Dude, he was umpiring before I was even a fucking twinkle in my daddy's eyes. What the fuck? I can talk about a lot of things that are ruining the shape of baseball right now. Baseball is one of my favorite sports, probably behind hockey, but they're still close. They frequently change back and forth in my eyes. I love baseball, though, point being. I'm slowly watching the game that I grew up watching and the game that I loved get destroyed from plenty of other shit. Rob Manfred, you sorry sack of shit. You can go fuck yourself too, but this rant is not about you. This is about that good-for-nothing fucking cocksucker, Angel Hernandez, who is ruining the major leagues and ruining umpires having jobs and being able to make a living, because we're about to replace your asses with robo umpires because of shit-ass motherfuckers like you that should have been gone forever ago. You ungrateful, unthankful sack of fucking dog piss. I hope you fucking get put in a fucking plastic bag and try to fight out of it, you good for nothing fucking piece of dog shit. Fuck.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Giants rant. This is brought to you by Rawling. If you like baseball, choose Rawling.
It's
and
not.
Big League Chew. If you don't like Big League Chew, well, fuck you.
Oh. We are.
So
hold on. We are not sponsored by either of them. I have to make that clear.
Look. Shh. I'm trying to get checks, asshole.
Dude, we ain't getting checks. We'll be getting cease and desists if you keep sponsoring us by things that don't sponsor us.
I should have done some Family Guy references there. You know, like instead of what is it, McDonald's, they go, what is it, McDaniel's, Burger Queen. Yeah, I should have done that. So I guess moving on from the rant, I just brought up Family Guy a minute ago. I got a real life Meg story.
Okay, we'll let you tell a story now instead of me motherfucking some guy that I'll never meet.
So I have a coworker, and for these intense purposes, we'll call her Meg.
Okay.
So we talked about me. I'm taking an EMR class right now, and she's in it. She sits next to me, and she's young. She's around your age, but very much life inexperienced. One of the hardest persons I've ever had to train in my career. But she's progressed some and still moving along. So, but she will say things that will get herself so tangled up, especially with people that are going to turn it around on her so fast, it's not even funny.
Okay.
So in this particular story, we were talking about MRSA. For those that don't know what MRSA is, in a shorter term, it's a staph infection that's very bad and very resistant against antibiotics, right? So she said, "Oh, I know all about MRSA. And because of it, I can't be a back model."
Oh, Lord.
And there's 12 people in this class, and literally it got turned around so fast on her, it's not even funny. Her significant other, whatever you want to call him, sits next to me. And I had no choice but to turn to him and go, "I bet you've seen said scar, huh?"
God damn.
And so, this turned around, she kept going, and I just had to turn to her and go, "Shut up, Meg."
You're an idiot.
The look on her face was priceless.
So now she's referred to as Meg.
Meg. Shut up, Meg.
I feel like that's something you were going to absolutely bury into the ground.
Oh, I am. I am. I'm running with it. Trust me.
I'm sure
So,
you are.
you know, and it's been a week of just stupid crud too with me. You know, my kids were sick this week, and you know, normally I go to urgent care, but you know, in this particular case, I decided to try to take them to their primary care doctor. I walk up, and I seen the sign as I'm walking in. We'll need updated driver's license and insurance. Now, my kids are on an insurance that they'll be on until they're 18. Won't change. They won't be dropped. The whole 9 yards. It's part of my deal when I got them. So, nonetheless, I walk up to the counter to check my kid in. Seems like a normal check-in. And she asked, "Oh, I need your driver's license and insurance card." Well, I'm like, "Well, I have my driver's license, but I don't have a physical insurance card for him." And she's like, "Well, you're going to need one." And I'm like, "Okay, bitch." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have one." I said, "His information hasn't changed and never will change." She's like, "Well, you need to call the insurance company and get a card to provide it to us. It's required." Let me explain something about yourself, or myself, I should say. I don't think myself as a good person, but I'm a decent person. Until you press my jackass button. And lady, you just pressed my jackass button. I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, here's the deal, snarky bitch. You just met Officer Smartass."
God damn.
I'm like, "Well, under section guidelines," and I start spouting off crap that I'm reading on my phone at this point in time. "I am not required to give you said card. It is against privacy and policy of your clinic," and I start spouting off more stuff. "Furthermore, the information already provided, unless I otherwise tell you is incorrect, is correct." She shut her window.
You smart ass, you.
I mean, don't come at me, bitch, because you're going to get a lot of it.
You can be definitely a dickhole sometimes, though.
I mean, you see me be a dick.
Yeah. Enough times that I question your sexuality sometimes.
Only with you, big boy. Only with you.
And Juan.
Don't talk about him. He keeps fucking some bitch named Aries.
Well, that's between you and Aries. He got freaking called in because of that major wreck.
Yeah, I couldn't do it because I was on the phone.
Yeah.
Recording this. So, I mean, I guess we're at the tail end of the podcast for the day. We have a word of the week, right, Giants?
I think you were supposed to find that, buddy.
I have it. I have it. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
The word of the week for the PHG podcast, episode 4, is nuditarian.
I'm sorry, what?
Nuditarian.
Nuditarian?
Nuditarian. Like a vegetarian, but nuditarian.
The fuck's a nuditarian?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that, Private Pie?
This means the day before yesterday.
The day before yesterday is nuditarian.
That's what it means.
Sounds like something that, like, somebody that only eats naked people.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Yep.
Nuditarian.
Well, it's been a great week.
Yeah, you got me fucked up on that one. Nuditarian.
So, I mean, we want to see if it comes into you official guys doing the job and your reports or it's used. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, nuditarian. Brought to you by the fine people at Purple Heart Gaming.
And McDaniel's Burgers.
And don't forget Burger Queen.
Where you can get a spicy McBopper.
A You're a jerk ass. Well,
it's been fun. I think we got enough editing for you to do for the next 4.5 years.
Nope.
So we're going to conclude it.
yeah, you always have enough editing.
And we promise we'll try to be back next week.
We'll try to be back next week, hopefully with some great news about I don't know, something. Maybe I'll get a blow job in the next week. Who knows?
Yeah, have her use Pop Rocks. It'll be all right.
Ooh, good idea. All right, thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us on anywhere you can get your podcasts. Make sure you check us out at purpleheartgaming.com if you are interested in joining us. All information involving that will be on our website, as well as more information on the podcast. We're going to try to get a guest for next week. Who?
Yeah, we sure are.
Who, we don't know. But we already got Shane. And we have, let's say we can get Slate, we can get Aries. There's a number of people we can get. But find out next week if we find a guest, or if not, we will talk to the back of my hand like I talk to my pecker.
Gay! Have a great week, guys.
Adios.
Let's take it to the top. Can I